Instagram. I remember when Instagram used to be about posting pictures of your body and of your lifestyle, making other people online jealous and upset. Then, in August 2020, Instagram released Instagram Reels. This then led to several strange individuals acquiring an audience or a large following when they would typically go unseen. But what if I told you that there is an even darker, blacker force rising in the bowels of Schizogram? That's right, folks. Welcome. First brother, Jesus the Living Son. Jesus is a spiritual coach, a teacher of the elements, a black. Yes, in case you haven't noticed, he is black. He is also gay and autistic. Those are his words, by the way, not mine. And he is also an excellent singer.
And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. It's where we learn to walk and play and get along with each other.
Okay, maybe not that last one. Jesus believes he has magical powers or elemental bending capabilities. You know, like water bending, air bending, sword bending, electrokinesis, sun bending. Okay, now you're just making shit up. He likes anime, is I guess what I'm trying to say.
Earth, fire, air.
Jesus reminds me of a kid that would punch brick walls or metal for fun. Just, you know, the typical extremely autistic person, I suppose. No hate to my autistic homies, of course. Jesus is always up to some wacky antics outdoors. A side effect of being unemployed, if I were to guess. For the most part, he likes to stand out in the parking lot of Walmart on windy days and dance around and do some crazy arm movements. He's basically a crackhead. But instead of being actually high on crack, he's just autistic and smokes a fuck ton of that grass.
If a certain tetrahedron can be in any one of just a few possible states in a given moment, who or what chooses the state it should be in at any...
Sometimes Jesus, he's actually pretty funny, even if it's unintentionally. Like when he's talking about his pineal gland being open.
Sometimes people ask me if my pineal gland is open. I don't know, I can't see it. If an open pineal gland means you feel powerful and capable and like your imagination can literally burst into reality in front of your eyes, yes, I would say it probably is open, yeah. But I don't know what I ain't see it. I ain't see it open. Like I don't know.
Or trying to send his airbending powers to the people in Gaza.
Allah ya Habib Allah, Allah ya Rasul Allah, Allah ya Habib Allah. As-subhu bada.
Of course, like the rest of Schizogram people, you gotta sell something. I mean, shit, how the fuck is a brother supposed to make money? A job? Get a job? Man, fuck that slave shit. He seems to do a lot of classes for children.
Yeah! Keep going, Diane. Yeah. Yes, keep going. 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 Keep going.
Which, as a parent, I'm thinking, I'm not letting this guy come anywhere near my kids. Hell no. I wouldn't let Jesus babysit a potted plant, let alone a child. He just rubs me the wrong way. Plus, he's gay and black. Allegedly. I'm kidding about the black part and the gay part. Oh yeah, shit. I'd totally let him radicalize my kid and push some Chinese propaganda on him.
And say that the revolution begins today. Yes, it's right now. And it starts with you, American citizen, and how you respond after seeing this.
We are fed propaganda, and if you want to know what's happening in the world, go outside of the U.S. media. Go outside of the country to find out what's going on in our own country, because it's frightening.
I just saw a video where a Chinese red note user is finding out that Americans stop going to school because they can't afford tuition. It's not because we don't want to be educated, we don't care about education. It's because we literally can't afford it. Now the rest of the world is going to find out that Americans do want to be educated. It's just the financial barrier.
I'm chatting with a new friend in China, and their law schools are $798 per year, which just makes me feel so angry because I have like $450,000 in debt just to go to law school, and I'm explaining this extremely bonkers system that we have, and I'm like, this is a slave contract.
This American posted a graph showing how his loan interest increased every year, and a Chinese person responded saying, but isn't it your house? Why are you being taxed on your house? Isn't that robbery?
When we had to translate his comments from Chinese from Mandarin to English, he was calling collection companies robbers and gangsters. That's the only thing that he could think to just, or tell me if we're in that place.
What is this news about them banning red note? They can't just ban every app that we go to. Is this the communist place?
Are now seeing their electric cars that are under $10,000. Some of them are under $10,000, and they're outperforming any luxury car that we have here in the United States. We're like the American budget game.
Like, this is not AI, this is Shanghai, okay?
And we can't even fix our fucking sidewalk.
I was shocked that you guys have 2 jobs to cover living cost, and from all these years I thought you guys don't eat fresh vegetables because you don't like eating vegetables. I never thought, like, it's expensive. I never thought fresh vegetables are expensive.
You're worried about a foreign nation coming in through TikTok? That's what the government's talking about today. Is a foreign adversary affecting our citizens. Your citizens are running for their lives.
America is the only developed country in the world that does not provide some form of universal health care.
You know, in China, when a baby is born, they give them a box full of supplies, everything that they need for the baby, diapers, clothing.
Quick side tangent. Chinese government, Mr. Xi Jinping, you get in early. You pay me an undisclosed amount of money. I then talk about how good China is. You in turn get more tourism and so more chaos in the US. We then profit. I can be bought for around 500,000 USD. That's around 3.5 million yuan, as the Chinese put it.
Yeah, like that's ever gonna happen.
Jesus and his cohort are absolutely fascinated by a little phenomenon us normal people call the wind.
The talking to trees trend explained.
Yeah, tree, I can feel you. I know it's coming. There's no way, gang.
Tree beard, if you hear me talking to you, touch my shoulder. Again, nothing.
They seem to think that every time they do a little hand movement and the wind blows, that's some proclamation of their magical abilities.
It gets to a point where you just sound dumb. If you watch a video of me moving an entire forest of trees with my hands, and you say something like, it was a fan. Oh, I see strings attached to the tree. Strings?
Finally, some common ground. Now, who in the fuck said strings or a fan? It's just the wind. It's the wind, brother. You know, a breeze, a draft, a gale, perhaps. One of Jesus' major goals is to start a magic school.
Guess what? I'm starting a magic school. Starting a GoFundMe to raise money for the Phoenix Academy, a metaphysical training ground where different practitioners and teachers and students can all come together to focus on their studies. Goal is to get Airbnbs in different states and to bounce around holding retreats until we raise enough money to get a building of our own that will become the official Phoenix Academy. If you believe in this vision, like I believe in this vision, and like my mama believes in this vision, please send a donation of any amount that you can. All of it is thoroughly appreciated and helps us to get to that goal. Any donations above $100 will come with a 100% free training session from me. He's always talking about changing the world. What if it starts right here?
And to be fair to him, he did end up raising quite a decent chunk of change, around $2,500 to be exact. And he got some pretty good content of a bunch of sweaty dudes playing make-believe in some random basement.
Is the point that the foil is off the table. That's how much intention comes into play. Yeah, I caught all three pieces. Now, foil battle is not just for training your push, emission, or your pull manipulations. It's for thoroughly training all your categories. So the catching of the foil before it falls off the table is a representation of your enhancement, your ability to empower your natural movement.
He officially created the Magic Trap House, which will nicely bring us into our next contestant. Ty is a scientist, a warrior, an ascended master. Basically the same as Jesus, except he's not gay. Ty, however, is a little more unhinged.
Final Flash!
Final Flash! There's just something about those eyes. I don't trust them. Ty is more about pushing pieces of foil and empty bottles around more than he is about bending like Jesus is.
But the difference is that we're going to actually be adding our aura field and our ki energy to this. So you're going to start off by obviously practicing the technique, practicing the Tai Chi Palm. Once you practice the Tai Chi Palm, then you can move onward towards moving objects. You could move towards pushing objects without touching them using your inner ki or your energy. This can be very beneficial and practical in a street fight because the more force, the more pressure, the more ki energy you apply to your attacks, the stronger they will be and the more you could defend yourself and ward off your opponent.
No, Ty is a different type of magical brother. He specializes in combat. He really earns the title warrior. Nice dress. I really want to see Ty go and do this at like a martial arts gym. I think that would be peak content. I think it would be hilarious. Okay, never mind, I take it back. He's exactly like Jesus because you have now earned the title of being gay. And like any sensible gay man, he is blowing up my inbox. He wants me. He wants my hot body. He's trying to sell me his course. And you may look at these DMs and say, what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you so... what is the context behind some of the things you're saying here? Okay, fucker. I can explain. So when it comes to both of these creators, there is a little undertone of racial bias when it comes to manifesting and using your powers, okay? For example, if you go to Ty's YouTube, he goes on these little rants, you see.
Done way. That's why. Fuck concepts, nigga. Fuck them bitch ass concepts, nigga. Fuck all this light magic shit, bruh. Fuck all these concepts, bruh.
He's one of those we was pharaohs and shit kind of people, but unironically.
You are a black or Latino. You are a multi-dimensional dark matter energy supreme being.
And this made me think, man, this nigga hates whites. This nigga hates crackers, you know what I'm saying? So that led me to saying what I said to him in DMs. It was a bit of a bait, you see, but it didn't work, which I was kind of surprised. So, what people do you hate, Ty?
That is a concept to further divide us, but we really need to think about what they are doing here, alright? They're trying to pin us against each other. They're trying to make it seem like these human beings, the everyday human beings that we live with are our enemy, when that's not the enemy, y'all.
Oh, you don't hate whites, you hate the Jews. Fair enough. Backing off. And with that, this video will come to... Wait, what the hell are you doing?
I'm gonna do one more Kamehameha. I got 5% left. I'm gonna give it everything I got.
Jesus, just give it a rest, man. Just come inside. We all know it's a bunch of bullshit.
The challenge is, what am I gonna aim at? Deciding what to aim at. Oh.
Well, I mean, don't point it at me, okay? I mean, I don't believe in it, but still, maybe shoot it off into the trees or some shit. See, I told you. It's just a bunch of bullshit.
That was a warm-up. Here we go.
Okay, wait. It was just a joke, man. Come on. It's just a video. I was just kidding. Wait, what the fuck?
I think that's all I got left for me for now.